Hello everybody, this is Drafthouse Drive, and today we went on a field trip to see the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, we've mentioned the Iron Giant before on our cast, and it is both Quentin and my's favorite movie of all time. It is an amazing piece of animation from the 1990s that covers McCarthyist paranoia in the 50s, as well as a very powerful message about you are who you choose to be.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing story about a boy and his giant robot.
Yes, his friendly giant robot. Yeah. I still love it how in that movie they have all of the communism jokes. Oh man, they're so funny.
They're like the Red Menace comic that pops up.
Yes.
But yeah, it's like I said, if you're even slightly interested in the 50s like mindset or setting.
If you like to have fun, go see the movie.
Oh yeah, well in general, just you need
50s mindset. Go see the damn movie.
Well,
even if you don't like fun, find this movie and watch it.
What he said, but you'll enjoy it more if you just love the 50s aesthetic. Speaking of which, I just now realized this, where they call the town Rockwell, and that's a callback to a very famous 50s artist called Norman Rockwell, who, if you've seen any of those like slice of life 50s pieces of artwork.
Is that like the one where the families gathered around the table?
Probably. If you've seen like artwork from the 50s or if you actually want, Quentin, you can look up Norman Rockwell on your phone, and I could probably pop up a few pictures here. But he's very well known, and you've probably seen a Rockwell painting at least sometime in your life, whether or not you realize it. And,
yeah, I've seen some of these.
Yeah, and they actually incorporated a lot of his style into the background art mainly, and sometimes with the characters, because I noticed that a lot of characters had like a permanent blush on them, in which that's a very Rockwell-esque thing to do.
Yeah. One thing I realized rewatching this movie, I liked it a lot when I was a little kid, and then when I grew up, when I was like in middle school, because I was in my angst, edgy phase, I was like, I ain't about those animated movies.
I ain't a bitch no more.
Exactly. But so I didn't watch it again until like mid high school. I want to say it was sophomore year maybe. But yeah, I watched it then, and I was like, oh my god, this movie is amazing. And I forgot how much of an asshole the bad guy is.
Oh, he is a massive asshole.
Oh my god, he is such an asshole. Before we go any further, spoiler warning, because this is a movie you want to see blind. Yeah.
This is the less you know about this movie, the better.
We're giving you a spoiler warning because we're gonna kind of jump around.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can get through this one in
like a linear
sequential order. But yeah, spoiler warning. Go see the movie. Done.
Yeah.
But what was it? Yeah, he's an asshole.
Yeah, just massive. He abducts a fucking kid.
He is like a giant asshole.
Not to mention he chloroforms.
Yeah, I was about to say, he fucking chloroforms the kid. He doesn't just abduct, he fucking chloroforms the kid.
Legit puts him through an interrogation scene too. Like something out of like a true crime shit. Like an old detective movie.
Pretty much.
And I was actually about to say, I don't think I've seen this movie in about 5 years. So I remember it vividly, but there are some moments I just forgot about, like the scene where Dean is watching TV while asleep.
I completely forgot about that too.
I was like, man, it's always been a mystery where the Iron Giant comes from. Well, not really. Now we know he's a mass-produced warbot from another planet.
Well, I knew that. It's just I didn't remember that specific scene.
Yeah. And like I said, they take a lot of old 50s sci-fi tropes and kind of turn it on their head. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Also that scene where the really horrible B-movie is playing on Hogarth's TV while he's watching. Just the stilted dialogue during that part.
It's beautiful.
Glorious.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That movie is beautiful.
That was such a feels trip, man. Yeah. You saw me have to wipe tears, man. I was like, oh, it was bad. He was like Superman. I just lost it on the inside. I was like, oh, here's all those years of childhood sadness coming back to you, Quentin. You ready? And just,
Yeah, without spoiling it, the ending is a tearjerker.
Well, we already spoiled it.
But to spoil this one line, before the Iron Giant does the last thing, he says, "You stay, I go, no following."
And he said that, and I was like, oh, here we go. It's the beginning of a 5-minute long field strip for you, Quentin. You ready? And I was like, no, I'm not ready.
I was sad at the end too, but I've seen it plenty of times where I didn't tear up. I was like, oh, here it goes.
I've seen it plenty of times too.
And then before the ending, he goes Superman, and yeah. Oh, yeah. But should I segue this into the dream now?
I don't know, because there was something else I wanted to talk about with the movie. Yeah, that movie's, I think, is it 20 years old, I think? Because I think
almost. I don't know if it came out in 96, 95, or 94.
Let me see. 99.
99? Oh, shit. So we have a couple of years until the 20th.
Yeah, but I don't care. There's an anniversary special edition coming out this year.
Yes.
I'm going to buy that shit.
Definitely.
Yeah, but you know that we haven't seen the full movie, right?
There's like a few scenes.
15 or 20 minutes of stuff that they didn't put in the final cut that's getting released this year, and I'm very happy.
I am very excited for that.
See, and I'm also happy because last year we were going to see this movie in theaters, but we couldn't make it due to work.
Yeah.
Now and then they show it here. Oh, that's good. It's real good.
Definitely getting that Blu-ray thing when it comes out. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I'm getting the special edition. You fucking kidding me? Super deluxe, whatever. I don't care. I'm buying it.
Well, what's in that one again?
It's like a figure and postcards and it's just and an art book. That's what the big thing is.
Yep.
For me, the art book.
Oh yeah, I also forgot about that scene where Dean dresses up the Iron Giant as like an art piece. That was pretty great. Dean is probably one of my favorite characters in that movie, just straight up.
I also forgot about the Grace scene. The saying Grace scene. Oh man, that was hilarious.
I remember that one.
I forgot about it.
That one.
That was hilarious, man. Oh my god.
And go away, Satan.
Get out of here.
Satan.
Oh my god.
That's another thing. The movie actually captures the spirit of the 50s very well, especially with the minor Christian themes in there too.
Yeah.
But they just straight up say, oh my god, say, oh my gosh. They say grace at a scene. It's, like I said, it's the essence of the 50s, or even up until that duck and cover bit in the atomic bomb documentary in the schools.
Beautiful.
Just the bomb blows up and, oh, okay, you're fine as long as you're underneath your desk. Just have a crater underneath you. You're good.
Yeah, but there's... What was it? There are a couple of things. First was, okay, that makes sense. First, the lady who played mom, that was Jennifer Aniston before she got famous off of Friends. Or before she got like really famous off of Friends, because Friends was doing well at the time, but she hadn't become as famous as she is now.
What else has she done?
Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, because the name sounds familiar, but I'm horrible with actors.
Friends.
Yeah, is that it?
That's the main thing. That's the only thing you would probably know.
Yeah, I've never watched it, but I always heard of it.
Then Harry Connick Jr. was Dean.
Okay.
Vin Diesel was the Iron Giant, which let me
yeah.
I don't care about... He did play Groot, and that was amazing, but him as the Iron Giant is what I'll always remember him for.
Vin Diesel just plays with my fucking emotions.
I know.
With Superman and We Are Groot.
Oh, yeah.
Two of the simplest fucking sentences, and in fact, one of them is just a word, and it just makes me cry. I don't understand.
Yeah.
How can big, tough, burly man do this to me?
And then here's So, Clint, the bad guy, the orange hair, Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien's paranoid ass cousin.
I was listening to his voice and I was like, man, I've heard that before. It turns out, let me double check this. Yeah, he's the bad guy from Happy Gilmore.
You serious?
Yes, he's the golfer bad guy from Happy Gilmore.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? Oh man. I knew I heard his voice somewhere. And now I know that I knew his voice from somewhere.
Fucking thin-faced Conan O'Brien.
He is Conan O'Brien. One thing I was gonna say, you know that this movie was like a bomb when it came out,
you've told me this.
It was trash when it came out. Everyone was like, it's poo-poo.
No. How could they say this? It's a great movie. The best movie.
No one went to go and see it.
Probably because it wasn't Disney at the time during the Disney Renaissance.
I don't think it was Disney.
No, it wasn't Disney.
Yeah, it wasn't
but probably
Disney,
because it wasn't Disney at the time of Disney Renaissance. Also, I just now put this together, but I was always wondering how they could use Superman's likeness and Superman, but I realized it's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but then...
And I was like, oh, well, that makes total sense, because Warner Brothers and DC are like fuck buddies constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
Oh, man. See, what I thought, what sucks is I was actually gonna.
Hold on, is it still recording? Sure. Okay,
yeah,
good. It's still recording.
Check that shit now.
Oh, I'm paranoid.
What was it? Before I left, I was actually gonna bring my Iron Giant figure because I still have the one from when I was a kid. From like when I was a kid, shit's like a foot tall.
Yeah.
There's a little button in his chest, and you press it, and it makes noises. I was gonna bring that, and I was gonna have that be the opening. I was gonna like just set it up to the record or the mic and just press the button, whatever he says, and yeah.
Superman.
But like right as the movie started, I went, damn it, I forgot it.
Yeah. If you told me that, I would have brought my little pop figure so we can sit it on the stand.
It would have been like when we saw Star Wars and I brought the R2-D2 and the Darth Vader. Yeah, it would have been the same, but instead I have a foot-tall action figure just kind of sitting in my lap.
That's why you're crying in the fetal position.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like holding it. Just no, Superman.
Iron Giant, why?
Yeah.
Oh, but no, if the villain didn't get arrested for fucking treason and launching a nuclear strike on the town, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah.
Because that dude, holy shit, he deserves to be shot.
And it's only him, because the general didn't even do anything.
No, the general was misled the entire time by the asshole.
Yes.
Like, he had all reason to believe that the giant was hostile and all that. That's fine. Like, I don't blame him for shooting on sight. But when the asshole Conan O'Brien was like, hey, they killed a kid, let's launch a nuke at it.
No.
Hey, no.
I agree, no.
He needs to be put up to a firing squad or put in jail or some shit.
Yes.
Man.
All of it. Oh, man.
But yeah, going to the dream I was talking about earlier, a couple months back, I had just a random fucking dream where I was at Quentin's funeral, and they were lowering him in a Batman casket, of all things. Just
which would
100%
completely make sense.
It's perfectly making sense for him. And apparently I was wearing a Superman shirt, and in the dream, and this is like literally a part of the dream, it's just like something out of a movie. They're lowering the casket.
So it's like that scene in Watchmen at the beginning when
pretty much
all the superheroes are standing there.
Yeah. Or more recently, Batman vs Superman, where they were lowering Superman's coffin.
Well, that was a spoiler, but sure, yeah.
Well, whatever. The movie's months old now, they're lowering that coffin, and so the camera in my dream pans up to see me. I'm looking down, tears in my eyes. I'm wearing like jeans and a Superman shirt. I'm not dressed up for this funeral at all. I'm just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna wear this. That's what Quentin would want.
That's what I would want, exactly.
Yeah. And then I go in the dream, you stay, I go, no following. And then I wake up.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, fuck, that was a dream. What the fuck happened?
So either way, whichever one of us dies first, that's gonna
happen.
That's what's gonna happen.
Either me with the Superman coffin and Quentin in the Bat shirt, or alright, well, yeah. Or you in the Bat coffin and me in the Superman shirt.
Yeah. But what was it? Yeah, but whenever the second one of us dies, the other one is gonna be brought back from the grave.
Dead, just to do that.
Just to do that.
And then just immediately dead again.
Pretty much.
But speaking of dreams, I also had a really weird one recently where it was me, Quentin, two other like just random people. I don't think they were there, and a robot, and we were sitting around drinking tea, having a theological debate over I think it was like over the nature of souls or some shit, the nature of the afterlife. And then Dream Me posits that when we die, we become angels, and then we live on forever. And then the robot at the table goes, like Waluigi. Like, yes. Yes, just like Waluigi. The one true Lord and Savior.
The one true, yes, of
the
course.
one true Wah.
Of course, the one true Wah.
And then it cuts to a Kohl's or TJ Maxx or some other weird-ass clothing store. And Quentin and I, we go to the barely populated pop figure section of the store, because even in my dreams, I can't escape my addictions.
Of course.
And there are like two pop figures, one random one I don't care about, and then I pick up one, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's a crossover. It's like an Adventure Time pop figure, but it's a BMO pop figure.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, like they did like a pink BMO, and a noir BMO, and this is another variant on BMO, but it's a Marceline BMO, where it has fangs and it's black.
Of course.
I'm just like, well, I want to buy this. Hey, Quentin, you should buy this. And then it's like, and you ask how much? I'm like, oh, it's $60. It's like, yes, I want this. When I think it was really just Quentin being another part of me because I would want that. And then while I'm handing it to him, it spontaneously changes into a Harley Quinn BMO, which would never happen. And I'm like, but I want this. And then we get into a debate who should buy this. And then I wake up. And yeah, that was another weird ass dream of mine. I don't normally dream, but when I do, it's surreal.
So I just found out that the Iron Giant is based off of a book?
Yeah,
I
the Iron Man. Yeah, they even said it in the credits.
I'm gonna buy this book now.
Yeah, I heard it's very different from the book though.
I'm gonna buy this book now.
Yeah. But there was something. Oh, speaking of Waluigi, I was talking to Zach. I was talking to Zach.
Speaking of Waluigi.
We were playing Overwatch, and he's like, man, I should do a Waluigi cosplay. I'm like, man, I already did that. And he's like, fucking really? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, legit? I'm like, yeah, for real. I have pictures. I can show you.
Damn straight you did.
Or I can just show up to his house and going, wah, I'm the winner.
You should have done that. You should have been like, no.
I know where he lives.
You should have been like, give me 20 minutes.
I'll be right there. Won't have a mustache, but I will be right there at your house, screaming wah for hours until you call me until you call the cops.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
But speaking of pop figures earlier, I got my Women of Power box finally, and I am so happy.
Yeah.
Because in the trailer for the Women of Power box, there's apparently the Marvel Collector Core, which is what I got this from. It's like a bi-monthly box, they send you a box with an exclusive pop figure that you can only get in that box, mind you.
Yeah.
And like a few other stuff. Like I'm actually wearing the shirt that I got in there. It's a Spider-Gwen shirt. I like it. And there's also like a pin and like a few other random stuff that I didn't really care about, but I got it anyway. And in the Women of Power box was probably one of my favorite Marvel characters, Squirrel Girl.
Of course.
And I am just elated to actually have this part of my collection. Because for some dumb reason, I don't know, I just love her character. And it even came with a little squirrel.
Well, I mean, you like Waluigi, so you have a tendency to enjoy the... I don't...
Dumb character.
Yeah, that's what I was
kind of pointless stuff.
Pretty much.
But the thing about Squirrel Girl is she's undefeated. She has never lost.
She beat Thanos, right?
Yeah, she beat Thanos and Galactus, which was later explained as a clone. And she beat Deadpool and Wolverine.
Of course she did.
And Dr. Doom, twice. Like one recently in the comics where she went back in time to beat Dr. Doom, but then she failed, so future Squirrel Girl from the alternate Dr. Doom universe comes back in time to help, where it's two Squirrel Girls against one Dr. Doom.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And the cover to that issue was a parody of The Dark Knight Returns.
Wait,
I'm dead serious.
What was the cover?
The one where it's Batman flying in the background, arms stretched out, and Carrie Kelly, Robin.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
it's like the iconic one, or one of the iconic ones. They're all iconic, but yeah, that one. And I can put up a picture if I'm not lazy. Future Bet's probably lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's unbeaten, and now I have a pop figure for her, and I'm so incredibly happy.
Of course.
Because I recently learned my taste is either I like good shit or I like good shit. Like absolute just garbage.
Yep.
Just like penny and stocking. The best shit. And so far that's been my life. I was going to add something. Oh yeah, and actually right now we're also on a pop adventure to find a Walmart exclusive Dr. Harleen Quinzel to add to my collection. From Suicide Squad. Oh boy. Best of luck to us finding that shit.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah. Well, you're helping.
I'm helping, yes.
The one Walmart exclusive you have is the fucking Dewback.
Dewback!
Because nobody wanted that
Dewback!
shit. You want to explain your obsession with that shit?
There is no explanation. There's just Dewback.
A Dewback is a lizard thing from Star Wars.
You can Google it.
That's it.
I think we've gone over this before.
Yeah. It's D-E-W-B-A-C-K.
Yeah,
as in dew, water, back. As in your backside.
Dewback.
And I don't know why Clinton loves this shit.
If I ever find one of those for like the same figure that I had when I was younger, if I ever find one of those like in box, I'm buying it. I don't care what the price is. Oh, it's gonna be mine.
I fucking know you will. Because you're gonna wasted $20 and buying me a Senate figure.
10.
On a joke. Oh, it was $10? I thought it was 20.
$10.
Okay, good. I don't feel as bad now. Though he stares at me every night with his lightning hand. This makes me very uncomfortable, Quinn. You've done this to me.
No, you're the one who started the Senate bullshit, goddammit. You're the one who was just like, I am the Senate. Just out of fucking nowhere.
Do it.
And you're the one who put on the goddamn cloak in band and just started
twitching.
I am the Senate. Ultimate power. Yeah, you fucking blaming me on the Senate. Nah, that's all you, man.
But I can still blame you for the root cause of everything.
Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna turn that way here?
Yeah.
Just like onto the street? Okay, cool. Oh, that's a nice looking car.
Yes, I agree. It is a very nice car.
Very nice car. I've lost my ability to sprechen de Deutsch.
Yes.
Or sprechen de English. Because I just don't know what about it, but I just can't form sentences lately. I think I might have gone just full tard.
Pretty much.
Just like you earlier today with your bullshit with the soap heads. You wanna talk about that for a bit, Quentin?
No.
No, we're talking about this shit. You're talking about this shit. Yes, we are. You are talking about this shit. When we were at Walmart earlier before the movie, we were just looking for the pop figures, just chilling, and Quentin sees these bubble bath Star Wars things, and he's like, their heads aren't on straight. So he spends a solid 5 minutes straightening out all of their heads.
Damn straight I did.
I caught it on my Snap story, if you saw that.
And on mine.
Yeah.
Well, ours, because I don't really have one.
Ours.
Yeah, it's
quote unquote.
You're involved, but it's all from my brain, which is the problem with it.
Oh God. Yeah, and so I'm like, we gotta go, Quentin. So I had to like tear him away while he's trying to straighten out R2-D2's head, which already swivels.
Fuck you, it has to be forward.
It's like wrangling cats.
It is like wrangling cats, which
you
is the
just
best part.
can't do it.
That's the best
you
part.
can't do it.
Oh man, let me see.
Oh, there's a Walmart. Well, that's a neighborhood market. They wouldn't have it.
They wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
And we need to stop by Aaron Brothers first.
Yeah, that's the one by the mall.
Yeah.
So we're going to be riding to that, but we may cut this early because I don't really have much else to talk about.
We have a lot we can talk about. It's just we have 3 recordings this weekend.
Yeah.
So we have to save stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm going to forget the bag stuff if I don't say it now. So I was working all this week. At the beginning of the week, we had this family come up, and so they bought some stuff and they split off. And then the girl about my age, I would say, rolls up, and she's like buying candy and stuff. I'm like, yeah, the munchies and stuff, that's fine. And then she buys some like cheese ruffles, and I'm like, man, have you tried the queso ones of these? They don't sell them here, but they sell them at Racetrack, and they're damn good. And she's like, man, I didn't wish you'd tell me that because I smoke weed. And she just straight up, yeah, I smoke weed. And I'm like, yeah, if you had the munchies, that'd be real good stuff, wouldn't it? She's like, yeah.
Oh man.
I'm like, yeah. So somebody just straight up told me they smoke weed while checking out at like 2 p.m. Like,
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so you're talking about cheesy stuff, correct?
Yeah, cheese.
Did you hear what fucking Burger King put out yesterday?
No.
They're selling Cheetos, like puffy Cheeto Puffs.
Yeah.
With macaroni and cheese on the inside.
Fuck it, we're going to Burger King.
No.
Yeah.
Not today. We shall go one day when I do not have work. But when I have to go to work, no.
Man, we're going there someday.
We're gonna do that for an episode.
Yeah. Food reviews featuring Drafthouse Drive.
Sad face.
And then the other part, this relates to your fucking Snap story and your session with the Dallas World Aquarium.
Dallas World Aquarium.
Because I was just sitting there in the express lane thinking...
The Dallas World Aquarium.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was sitting there in the express lane like, wow, I haven't had the Dallas World Aquarium mentioned to me the entire day. This is a good day. Fucking lady rolls up with a bag. You know what's on it? Seahorses. I'm just like, wow, this is neat. It's a neat little bag. I wonder where she got it. Dallas World Aquarium. Yeah! It's like, I fucking can't leave this shit, can you? Just like how you can never leave Cleveland.
No.
Great.
You can't leave Cleveland.
No, well, I mean, it makes sense for me.
You can't.
You just can't.
You can't leave Cleveland, bro.
I am Cleveland's chosen son. I am the champion, the Superman. And Cleveland is my Krypton. I'm just amazed it hasn't imploded yet, though it's very close.
Yes, it's beautiful. Oh yeah, and Cleveland won the championship. Yeah. Congratulations. Good job.
Go us.
Go
the
you.
only thing we've won in the past decade. millennia.
I think it's more than a decade. I think it's like 15 years.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, in general, we take L's in the daily, Quentin.
And there were no riots, so
yeah,
that was...
I'm surprised.
What the fuck is that?
I also just remembered, I was reading this comic series, Paper Girls, put out by Image recently, and I at the very beginning of the series, they mentioned that they're a paper route in Ohio. So I'm like, all right, that's fine. I can deal with that. I feel.
Is it your city?
Just wait. And then they go to the fucking future. There's time travel bullshit involved. Yeah, I know, I'm turning that way. I'm just gonna stay in this lane. There's time travel bullshit involved. And they go to future Cleveland, which is today Cleveland.
So like this year Cleveland?
Pretty much. Like, I think it said 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
Which the story in general set in like the 70s, so that's a 30-year time skip. And I'm like, wow, this is actually Cleveland. They show up outside the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yep, this is Cleveland. A dude gets vaporized outside the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yep, this is Cleveland. This is par for the course.
Because he's got to go to his people in space.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, space-time travel involves fucking Cleveland.
Damn straight it does.
Great.
Yeah. Oh man.
And then Super 8 set in Ohio, not exactly Cleveland, but it's still Ohio.
I was actually going to talk about that, because that movie is a lot like The Iron Giant. But,
oh yeah, because the little cube things.
Yeah, cube things and the
I don't think the thing's very friendly though.
Yeah, it's not very friendly, but I mean it's got the same premise of alien comes to Earth and then the kids try and not have it killed or something.
Yeah, well, too bad.
I only saw it when it came out. I only saw it when it came out.
Actually. Yeah, it's the same with me.
It's J.J. Abrams trying to do something by himself, and everyone's like, "Nah, you go back to the Star Treks and the Star Wars."
It was good though.
It was.
I enjoyed it.
I think it was good, but I can't remember that far back.
I just remembered it was good because it was Ohio, and I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, they involved us in the movies, Mom. Look,
Ohio only matters every 4 years during elections.
Famous.
That's probably the reason why they put it in movies and shit now, because it's going to be an election year.
That's probably the reason Cleveland won.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we may as well. Hey, look, it's Ohio Drive.
Yeah, but I see that every fucking time we drive by.
I know, but...
Just reminds me of where I came from. Podunk Nowhere by Lake Erie. Oh, the lake that's so contaminated, even the fish can't live there.
Yeah.
And Dr. Seuss wrote about it until Lake Erie was like, nah, that's rude. Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That movie.
Iron Giant or Super 8?
Iron Giant.
Yeah.
But like, because the people that release all the merchandise for the Drafthouse Mondo, they released a bunch of stuff just for that movie. Mm-hmm. So I have that sweater. Like, you remember that one?
Oh yeah, yeah. Is the one with the Cosmic Burger?
No,
that's a shirt.
I have a full sweater of the Iron Giant for like a Christmas sweater. And damn, it's nice. Oh my god.
I think I got an Iron Giant shirt.
It was expensive as shit, but it was worth it because it's a real nice sweater. But yeah, so they had the Iron Giant sweater. They actually released a figure of the Iron Giant, like similar to the one that I have, but
it was
like
die-cast metal.
I can't remember, but it was $300. So,
oh fuck.
Yeah, fuck.
Either it was a very good figure or it's just made of metal.
I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, and then also they released vinyl records of the
soundtrack?
The soundtrack.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. The soundtrack of the movie was great.
Oh yeah, which one was it? Searching, when the guy's taking poo-poos a lot. I like the song when they're doing that one. But yeah, the soundtrack's really good.
Yeah, the soundtrack's great. It has a lot of like just good old-fashioned just movie typical soundtrack, orchestrated, all good.
And then 50s.
They call back with 50s and jazz. And, it's wonderful.
Yeah, and then. But the soundtrack that they released two versions. They released the regular version, which was $25. Then the special edition, which was $100. But it came in like this nice case, and it's like the Iron Giant's chest, and it's got a circle with the S on it. And I'm like, I'm considering buying that. But the best thing that they released, I'm going to tell you this because it's fucking awesome. It was like, I want to say it was $50, maybe $50 or $60, but it was a replica of his chin screw.
Oh my god.
Correct size and everything, and I was like, I need that. I didn't buy it, but I need it.
How much was it? Like $500?
No, it was like $50 or $60.
It was $50.
It was cheaper than the figure.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was it made of like styrofoam or something?
No, it was plastic or metal. I can't remember what it was made out of, but I need it.
Well, I can't imagine it was made of metal because that thing would be heavy as fuck. But
Damn
well,
straight,
actually, you know what? It's not as big as you made your arms out to be. It's a decent size.
It's like this big.
Yeah, it's not like a normal screw by any means, but it's not massive. So I can see that. It's made of like a thinner metal.
Oh damn.
Well, anyways, folks, we're almost at the mall, and we're gonna go pop hunting. And this is Drafthouse Drive. That was the Iron Giant, and we'll see you guys some other time.
Yeah.